Hey guys, welcome to our video, The Vegan Diet. If you are new here to our channel, please make sure to subscribe for more exclusive weekly content. And as always, please take note of the disclaimer. With the number of vegans quadrupling between 2006 and 2018 in the UK alone, according to research by the Vegan Society, vegan has quickly become one of the most popular diets today. There are a variety of examples of why this is, such as addressing animal cruelty, reducing our impact on the environment, alongside improving our own personal health and weight loss. This video will focus on the latter two, improvement of health and weight reduction. So to begin, what exactly is the vegan diet? Well, a vegan diet is a plant-based diet that includes vegetables, fruits, grains, nuts and seeds. The primary difference between vegans and vegetarians is that vegetarians only avoid meat, whereas vegans also abstain from all animal source products such as eggs, dairy and honey. And guys, I think it is also relevant to note that I myself am not a vegan, so I will be providing completely unbiased information concerning the diet. Now, as the vegan diet is very restrictive, it is understandable for those who are skeptical about whether the diet is healthy or not. Well, let's break the potential health consequences down into pros and cons. Now, in 2019, a study involving 48,000 adults by Tong et al. Compared the health status between those who ate meat, those who ate fish and dairy excluding other meats, and those who ate neither. And what they found was that per 1,000 people, vegans and vegetarians had 10 fewer cases of heart disease. Now, on the other hand, the same study found that per 1,000 people, vegans and vegetarians had 3 more cases of stroke. Therefore, vegan and vegetarian diets may have a lower risk of heart disease but could have a higher risk of stroke. In addition, another study conducted in 2003 by Oxford University, involving 38,000 participants, found that meat eaters had the highest BMIs while vegans had the lowest, within the healthy BMI range, along with vegetarians somewhere in the middle. This is relevant as a lower body mass index means better cholesterol levels and lower blood pressure, which are major risk factors for heart disease. However, another con is that fractures may be more common in vegans due to possibly lower calcium levels coupled with vitamin B12 deficiency. Moreover, a 2009 study by Tongset et al. Investigating the prevalence of type 2 diabetes found that vegan diets were associated with nearly half a reduction in the risk of type 2 diabetes compared with the risk associated with meat-eating diets. Furthermore, a plant-based diet is naturally high in fibre, which is a crucial food source for beneficial gut bacteria. A fibre-rich diet promotes a diverse and stable microbiome, which in turn supports the immune system and maintains a healthy gut, which helps avoid conditions like inflammatory bowel disease and diverticular disease. Finally, cutting out animal products through a vegan diet will significantly reduce your saturated fat intake, that remember is a type of bad fat, which is beneficial as saturated fat is associated with a higher risk for obesity, type 2 diabetes, cancer, heart disease and overall mortality. Vegan diets emphasize heart healthy unsaturated fat intake and good carbohydrates, allowing for a higher intake of fibre, antioxidants, vitamins and minerals. That said, it's important to note that society is ahead of research when it comes to the vegan diet, regarding its potential nutrient deficiencies. There are doubts and only now are researchers looking into the long-term benefits and risks. On a side note guys, if you are interested in undertaking our evidence-based and results-backed personalised Plato weight management program, please click the link in the top right-hand corner of the screen, or follow the link in the description. So let's now talk about the potential nutrient deficiencies from veganism, starting with vitamin B12. This is because plant foods do not supply vitamin B12, so vegans are at a more risk of deficiency unless they include fortified foods, so foods that have nutrients added that don't naturally occur in them, or alternatively take a supplement. Although we should always be supplement wary and to check them with your doctor first, along with the appropriate intake amount and whether or not you are even deficient in any vitamins or minerals in the first place. Recommendations for vegans to achieve an adequate intake of vitamin B12 would be to include fortified plant milks and yogurts, as well as fortified breakfast cereals into your diet. A very low vitamin B12 intake may lead to anemia, which corresponds to the lower ability of the blood to carry oxygen around the body due to less red blood cells, which may lead to fatigue, weakness and breathlessness. along with presenting difficulties concerning exercise. In addition, low B12 levels can also impair the nervous system. Secondly, protein is a macronutrient which may be deficient as a result of a vegan diet. An adequate protein intake is important as it boosts metabolism, helps you to retain as much muscle as possible while dieting, along with the necessary resistance training, of course. In addition to a higher protein intake actually increasing levels of the satiety or fullness hormones, cholecystokinin and peptide YY, while reducing your levels of the hunger hormone ghrelin. While undertaking a weight loss regimen, guys, we want about 30% of our daily calories to come from protein. Examples of foods which contain protein to incorporate into a vegan diet include tofu, pulses, quinoa, nuts, seeds, buckwheat and oats, in addition to various vegetables such as kale, spinach and broccoli. Additionally, another vitamin which may be lacking is vitamin D, which has an important role in the health of our bones, teeth and muscles. Vitamin D may be made by the action of the sunlight on the skin in addition to some dietary sources of vitamin D for vegans, which include mushrooms along with fortified soy milk, cereals and almond milk. Next, we have calcium, which is typically associated with bone health in addition to optimal muscle and nerve function. A vegan diet can indeed adequately provide your calcium requirements. Just be sure to be including the right foods such as tofu, fortified milks and yogurt, as well as kale, nuts and seeds. Furthermore, iron deficiency is actually the most common nutrient deficiency in the world. Iron is an essential mineral for transferring oxygen in your blood from the lungs to the tissues, boosting the immune system, aiding cognitive ability whilst also supporting healthy skin, hair and nails. Although you can indeed get all the iron you need from a vegan diet because there are lots of food containing it, I just want you to be conscious of its requirement, guys. Good plant sources of iron include lentils, chickpeas, beans, tofu, cashew nuts, chia seeds, among many others. And finally, we have omega-3 fatty acids. These important fatty acids are referred to as essential because we have to obtain them from our diet. They're crucial for the brain, hormone balance, nerves, eyes, and the immune system. There are three main types of omega-3 fats, which are known as EPA, DHA, and ALA. The most active forms, EPA and DHA, are typically found in fatty varieties of fish. So for our vegan diet, we will need to obtain these omega-3 fats alternatively from ALA via plant foods that include chia, hemp and flax seeds, as well as walnuts. Guys, a good diet is all about return on investment. You want to aim for a diet which is low in calories but high in nutrients. A vegan diet is beneficial for weight loss as you should naturally eat fewer calories since plants are lower in calories per serving than animal products. Foods like leafy greens, whole grains, fruits and beans can be just as filling while having a lot less calories than meat, cheese and eggs. In addition, vegetables are low in calories while providing a robust profile of vitamins and minerals. Now, probably the most common mistake regarding weight loss that people make on the vegan diet is thinking everything vegan is healthy. Not all plant-based products are good for you. There is also a lot of plant-based junk food on the market today, and many dieters misconceptionally think that it is okay to eat unlimited amounts of plant-based treats. For instance, packaged foods labelled vegan can actually be highly processed and be packed with refined carbs, sugar, and even artificial adjectives. Many of these processed vegan foods have little nutritional value and should be regarded as an indulgence. If you're going vegan for weight loss, ensure you always check the nutrition label for calories, number of carbs, etc., as you should with any foods you aren't familiar with. Another factor to be aware of is that vegan diets can actually be too high in healthy fats. Some of the healthiest vegan foods like avocados, nuts and seeds are extremely high in calories, and consuming them in excess can lead to quick weight gain. Remember, 1 gram of fat, whether good or bad, contains 9 calories, in comparison to 1 gram of protein, for example, which contains 4 calories. We definitely do not need to restrict the diet further, just be mindful to stay within the necessary caloric range regarding macronutrients for weight loss. When dieting, 30% of your daily calories should come from fat, while 40% should come from carbs. So, to sum up, vegan diets can be an effective tool for weight loss as demonstrated. However, it is pretty restrictive, and if your only motivation for it is weight loss, then you do run the risk of yo-yo dieting, as a result, which usually causes you to gain back everything you lost. Losing weight is all about finding a sustainable lifestyle that you can maintain long term. We can still obtain a lot of the health and weight management benefits from a more plant-based diet without the need to cut out or eliminate food groups altogether. Although, if you are interested in pursuing it, I recommend to start small and decide from there how we feel regarding it. For instance, since we all eat 21 main meals per week, why don't we start by making our breakfast completely plant-based and then gradually move on to lunch and dinner? It's important to listen to your body throughout the entire weight loss journey instead of keeping your eyes on the scale alone. If you're concerned about any deficiencies or experiencing any symptoms as a result of any diet, please schedule an appointment with your doctor. Have you tried the vegan diet? What are your thoughts? We'd love to hear from you in the comments section down below. Additionally, if you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. So that has been our video, The Vegan Diet. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.